Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstones. Peace, mercy, and blessings unto the hopeful elect. The Israelites of the Bible are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And we're going to start it off with the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. And it reads, "This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die." So, the law, statute, commandments endure forever. They have not gone away with. They're still in effect. Verse 2, "Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated." Who got the law, statute, commandments? That will be the Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. If we go to the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8, it reads, "This book of the law should not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, then thou shalt have good success. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For the Adonai thy Yahweh is with thee, whatsoever thou goest." So, this law, statute, commandments that the Heavenly Father gave to the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we should meditate therein day and night, because it teaches us what's good and what's evil, what the Heavenly Father Yahweh likes and dislikes. And it also shows us how to have, it teaches us history. It teaches how to be ceremonial, how to be civil, how to have morals, and a dietary also. If we go to the book of Psalms, chapter 1, verse 1, it reads, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Adonai Yahweh, and in his law do he meditate day and night." So we are blessed. We're blessed that we're not walking in the counsel of the ungodly. But we delight in the law of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, just like it says in the book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 3, it reads, "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand." So we're blessed for reading and for understanding and for hearing the words of prophecy and keeping those things, not only being hearers of the word, but also being doers of the word, which are written therein, for the time is at hand. The time is at hand that the Heavenly Father Yahweh is going to send his Son Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, to come and redeem his people and also judge the world. We go to the book of Deuteronomy, because if we go back to Baruch, we go to the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1, it reads, "This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die." If we go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 15, this is Moses speaking to the Israelites. And it says, "See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil." Verse 16, "And that I command thee this day to love the Adonai Yahweh, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments and his statutes and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply. And the Adonai Yahweh shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it." If we go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, it says right here, verse 1, "And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Adonai Yahweh, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Adonai Yahweh will set thee on high above all nations of the earth, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou hearken unto the voice of the Adonai thy Yahweh. How do we hearken and listen to the voice of the Heavenly Father? By reading His Word. Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Adonai thy Yahweh, to observe to do all His commandments, all and His statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. But since we didn't listen to the Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, curses came up on us. If we go to the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 142, it reads, Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. What is the truth? The law, statute, commandments. Once again, it teaches you what the Heavenly Father likes and dislikes, what's good and what's evil, and also the truth. Psalms 119 verse 142, Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. And what is our righteousness? Well, we go to Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Adonai our Yahweh, as He had commanded us. So what will be our righteousness? These laws, statutes, commandments, even though it's not going to save us, but it's going to give us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And most of all, it's going to give us the fear of the Heavenly Father, like it says in the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instructions, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instructions of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel, to understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and the dark sayings. The fear of the Adonai Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instructions. My son, hear the instructions of thy father, who is our father, that will be the Heavenly Father Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, and forsake not the law of thy mother. What is the law, statute, commandments? That is our wisdom. For they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. So that is what our righteousness will be. It will be knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and also to fear the Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. If we go to the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17, this is Yahweh Shai. And he said it, and it's in red, Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. So when our Akim Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, was on the scene, he came to fulfill the word, not to destroy the law, statute, and commandments. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one title shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. The heavens and the earth is still here. If we go to the book of Ecclesiastes, where is it? Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 4, it reads, One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. So the earth cannot be destroyed. So we go back to the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. It reads, For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one title shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach man so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. If we go to the book of Matthew, chapter 4, even Yahweh Shai used the law to get rid of, the devil. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 1. Then was Yahweh Shai led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward in hunger. And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of Yahweh, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, It is written, Man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of Yahweh. If we go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 3, it reads, And he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger and fed thee with manna. Who got the manna? That will be the Israelites, which thou knowest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee known that man do not live by bread only, but by every word that proceed out of the mouth of the Adonai Yahweh do man live. Back to Matthew 4, verse 5. Then the devil take him up into the holy city, and set him on a pinnacle of the temple, and said unto him, If thou be the Son of Yahweh, cast thyself down, for it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. Yahweh shall said unto him, It is written again, Thou shalt not tempt the Adonai thy Yahweh. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 16. And this is in the law. Ye shall not tempt the Adonai your Yahweh as ye tempted him in Massah. Right there. Back to Matthew 4, verse 8. Again, the devil take him up into an exceeding high mountain, and show him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and said unto him, All these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. Then said Yahweh unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt not worship the Adonai thy Yahweh. Thou shalt worship the Adonai thy Yahweh, and him only shalt thou serve. We'll go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 13. It reads, Thou shalt fear the Adonai thy Yahweh, and serve him, and shalt swear by his name. We also go to the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3. It reads, Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Adonai thy Yahweh, am a jealous Yahweh, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. And with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash, Shalom.